Alrighty. Welcome back. Just getting started here, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you, although it's only about 2:50 in the afternoon for me. Where you at, Evo? Christian, Socko stream, I feel the hype, so I pressed the like. Thank you. We got a pretty good burn rate of Ethereum at the moment. We had a, 731 Guai. A little gassy Rooski there. Somebody must have transferred a whole mess. I actually kind of wonder, there was that 22 million transaction that was actually given back. Well, guten Nacht to you, Avo. Hey, Endless Parts, what's going on? Yeah, speaking of Germany, I was watching it's on Netflix. It's called World War II in color or something like that, and I decided to watch it the other day. It's like 10 episodes, so I'm not even done with it. But oh man, I thought it was I was coming up with some funny ideas in my head. I wish I could make like a German World War II parody movie, because the Germans just came up with all these like ridiculous ideas, and I would just like to poke light of that, you know, like in a movie, like, because there's that like Jojo Rabbit movie, and it's like a parody movie, and it's pretty funny, but I don't know. I would just I'd like it to focus mostly on like not the war, but like the engineering aspect of World War II. And because I was just watching the documentary and I was just like, this, I mean, some of the things is just so ridiculous, you know? Like, it's just like every time they come out with like a new tank, it's just like exponentially larger. And like there'd have to be like an engineer, you know? So today we have come out with a brand new Panzer. You're going to love it. And the commander's like, yeah, show me. He's like, this one is called Panzerkampfwagen 8 Maus. He's like, oh, yeah. So it's like a Spwagen. It's kleiner. No, es ist nicht kleiner. No. And they both go, oh, right? Like, oh. And like it would just be this ridiculous parody. Like, oh, as soon as he says that it's not kleiner. Oh. This one is clocked in beim 160 tons. Oh, it's all, and like I'd like it to switch to a scene where they're like, there's this big truck out in a field, and they have the Panzer 8, the mouse, and it just fires up the engine, and it smashes the back of the window of the truck, and the poor guy in the back of it is just getting all rocked around from this gigantic engine, and as soon as it touches the ground, it just immediately starts sinking into the earth. And its engine is so loud, and it's shooting a cloud of smoke like 30 feet above the truck in the air. And like, it just immediately starts to go down, but the engine just gets louder, and it plows through the earth, and then just immediately sinks. And everyone just kind of looks at it in disappointment, and one of the engineers, he's got like a little clipboard. He's like, well, what if we make the tracks wider? And then like a commander's just like, yeah, because it just sinks like all the way to the turret because it weighs way too much. Like, it's just such a ridiculous idea. Its ass end immediately goes in the dirt and just plows through the earth for about 20 feet and then immediately sinks to the turret. Yeah, in just pure disappointment. Yeah, what if we make the tracks wider this time? Anyway, guys, so we got Bitcoin at $41,300 today. So we're kind of on a downtrend, really. We do have a clear resistance, though, around the 41,000 mark. It just keeps bouncing down to that. Even back here on the 21st, it just couldn't get below 41,000. So that's good. And lately, we're kind of above 50 RSI. We've just bottomed out, so it's probably going to snap back up here. But overall, as I usually like to say, there's just not very good, there just isn't very good news out there right now that is really pumping this price. That's no good news, to be totally honest. I mean, we got the Evergrande fiasco, etc. Some interesting news is that El Salvador is taking its first steps to mine Bitcoin with volcanoes. So, why not? So it's just a geothermal energy active volcano, and they're just going to use that energy to mine Bitcoin. So it's not misleading, but it's a little sensational. I mean, it's geothermal, and that's what geothermal is. Hell, when I went to college, my dorm room was heated by geothermal energy. So, you know, it's not like they're slapping some miners near a volcano. However, geothermal, you know, does kind of come from volcanoes, kind of, like, but posted the video yesterday. The president posted first steps accompanied by a volcano emoji and using geothermal. The short clip, which is already at 1.8 million views, showed a data center in a forest, which is basically the entire MO of El Salvador, so that makes sense. Then zoomed in on a worker inside the center, hooking up a wire to a Bitcoin mining machine. Bitcoin mining using the power of the blockchain. So that's kind of interesting, I suppose. You might as well use that energy. Like, if it's not wasted energy, then good for El Salvador. So they're going pretty hard on Bitcoin in El Salvador. The only problem is just it's centralized, and somebody on my channel was mentioned, hey, you know, if it wasn't centralized, wouldn't the person's life be in danger if they knew who held the private keys to that? And I said, that's a good point. But, I mean, there's plenty of people in this world at the same time. There's plenty of people in this world that are in charge of large amounts of treasuries, money, etc., and great wealth. And their lives aren't necessarily in danger, as people just don't want to commit the crime of that. But I suppose it's a good point that we don't know who has the private keys, where they are, or what the custody situation of the Bitcoin in El Salvador is. And I suppose that's for good reason, as Latin America can be pretty hot in terms of crime and whatnot. So that, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, you know, it could lead to problems. You know, you could just easily shut down somebody's wallet. So I just hope the people of El Salvador that are holding on to this Bitcoin in their Chivo wallet, take it out and put it in their own private wallets. JR Riggs, what's going on? A-Day, how are you? Crypto Noob, what's up, man? Kathy Woods buys 180K shares of Coinbase. Hey, I agree with that. Why not? You know, invest in, if you're not going to invest directly in cryptocurrency, the next best thing is Coinbase. I mean, why not? Silver 1 ounce rounds, Atari, they're going to make a console with crypto games someday. Yeah? Is that in the news? That'd be interesting. I really don't know what Atari does anymore. You know, they just make games, they're just like a game, but I don't really know what games they've produced and stuff. Hey, dude. I like the name Dude. I can just say Dude. Hey, dude. Makes it a lot easier. I like it. But yeah, for the most part, we do have that support zone. And it's a pretty strong support zone. It's anywhere from just under 40,000 to about 41,000 something. And you can see here for days and days we've been skipping off of it. Even all the way back here on the 21st, really couldn't get below. And it might have, you know, shadowed a little bit below that, but for the most part, there's a pretty strong resistance zone, or a support zone rather. So we are bottoming out on RSI down here, so we're likely to, you know, just make a little skip back up. So we might be going up about $1,000 over this stream here. So this is this could potentially be a good trading opportunity for anybody that you know, just has money sitting on the sidelines. This is going to pop back up all the way down there. It might struggle just a little bit, but it's likely to pop back up. How high, that's, you know, that's another story. But, you know, when we're on the bottom of the oversold territory, it is what it is. What's good? Do you own any NFTs? Yeah, people have sent me a couple NFTs. Hit the like, people. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Why not? Hit that like. Sure. F deposit contract is up to 7.8 million Ethereum, which is a lot less than I thought it would be by now. Here's the thing with this, though, is once this all gets released, you know, let's say the Ethereum developers are like, hey, you know, October or December 31st, we're removing proof of work, which I don't think that's going to be true. It's probably going to be a little bit longer than that, but let's just give an example. And once proof of stake comes out completely and proof of work goes away and these all go out to everybody, you know, half of this is going to get sold. So this is going to be, just let me tell you guys this is going to be a good trading opportunity. If you hold Ethereum, take this into consideration, that the day that proof of stake and goes live, like completely, like technically it is now, but like honestly, the proof of stake right now doesn't really do anything. You're just getting rewards for like preparing the system. And Gala games, man, ecosystem is coming along, still awaiting game releases, but partners are mounting up. Yeah, I mean, is that what they're making? Like, doesn't Atari make other like more modern games though now? Like, I know they don't make consoles obviously since like the 80s, but I know like Atari still exists and they're like still making games from time to time, but I think it's like more games than just Gala. But anyway, so when this goes live and this all is able to be, because right now this is just locked in a contract, and when this contract is unlocked, you can bet that about half of these people are going to sell this, because Ethereum started staking, what was that, early December of 2020? Early December 2020. It was like December 8th or something like that. So let's take a look at that. We were at, let's just go with $500 Ethereum. So imagine that you staked Ethereum and now it's released at $3,000. A lot of people are going to sell that Ethereum. That's 6 times their money plus some rewards. So some people obviously will continue staking, and others will sell. And there'll be a big dip in the price of Ethereum temporarily. About Hashbit blockchain. Everyone says it's the next Bitcoin. What's your opinion? You do not have to type that 3 times. Is it searchable? Hashbit. Hashbit blockchain solves the problem of most blockchains with an eye to safeguarding the planet. The official node allows all transactions thanks to the HTTP API. This allows you to use very few resources with energy savings. With a supply of 50 billion, blocks every 30 seconds, variable depending on the load of the blockchain, mining with the CPU and without the pool, directly on the front end makes it perfect for everyone at no cost. Well, that seems like it would easily be 51% attacked if it's just CPU. You could easily get a bunch of GPUs and attack that, unfortunately. I don't see how this is supposed to be the next Bitcoin. I mean, it went up in price a little bit this month. but I mean quite a bit really, but I don't see how it's supposed to be the next Bitcoin. Check out Gala Games, Gala token, Gala blockchain. Let's check it out. Gala is designed to power the Gala Games ecosystem to support gaming reimagined to benefit creators and players alike. Gala is the most Binance, the most active exchange. Gala Games. Let's check out the price real quick. 8.2 cents. Ooh, September, it's really exploding though. I like that. Oh man, this is a really nice price increase over time though. I got to admit, that's not bad. I mean, this was a little bit of a lull right here, but you know, and the height was at, you know, when Bitcoin was like at 63 or 4,000, like 64,000, and that's basically every altcoin at the moment. Its high was with Bitcoin then, but now independently it's shooting through the roof, so I kind of like that. Okay, so we got some random games. You buy stuff with the Gala, but that's a lot. 13,000 Gala to buy like weapons and stuff. Oh, they're really selling for about this much. I see. Like I don't know why it's that low. I kind of like the fact that there's only like 200 of these and 300 of these. I like the rarity. That's pretty cool. Top sellers. Okay, so these are like the gray stuff, like the crappier stuff. So 735 at 8 cents. So these are like less than, these are like $50 or something. And then these super rare ones are, wow, really expensive. What is this tank game? Spider tanks. Own your armory. Power up your garage with brand new tank parts. Available while supplies last. It's a PvP brawler designed to develop... I might have to check this website out, actually. This is actually kind of interesting. I appreciate this shill. This was actually a reasonable shill, which is rare and far between. What else do we got? Miranda's by exemplars. What's this? I want a video. I don't know what this is. I'll have to check that out. Sin City. Echoes of Empire. Fortified. This is kind of looking interesting. What is this? Coming soon. Epic PvP tower defense game set in a fantastic medieval world. We'll be able to compete with one each other. You know what? I do like PvP tower games, like sending enemies at your opponent. Do you buy these games, or you just have to have Gala to like download them? Download launcher. Or can you start playing these without any Gala and you just receive it? I'm gonna have to look into this a little bit. Town Star. Okay, so this is just kind of like a little farming game or something. Alright, that's not too interesting to me, but there is a lot of people that do like these. I kind of like it if there was actually a globe that you could build on, and like that there was limited space on the globe. Like if this is real, like you could choose these spots, or a desert or Greenland or something, and like that's kind of interesting. Yeah, this is a reasonable looking website so far. I think I'd appreciate it a little bit more if like you could get Gala without. So it's an ERC20 token. Yeah, Etherscan. It seems to be on Binance as well. Yeah. So max supply is like 35 billion Gala, and like the total supply on BSC is 102 million. So it's not as popular on BSC apparently. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Let me come back here. Hashbit S-Coin. Yeah, kind of, man. Like, I don't mean to shoot it down, but I don't understand how it's supposed to be. The next blockchain. It's all about the Doge Ethereum and wow, Nero. Doge Ethereum, huh? I will take a look more into Gala, and if I will try, maybe I'll try one of these games. And this tank game kind of looks fun. I'll give it a shot. And maybe I'll make a video about it if so. This was like the first crypto gaming platform that I think looks interesting and has a good setup. I like this, like top sellers and recent drops. So apparently like everybody's playing this tank game because otherwise the recent drops would be like, yeah, like, let's see, like what is this Town Star drops? Oh, okay, these Mr. Puddles. Hey, glad you're back. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I've been back for a couple weeks though. If you haven't seen any of my latest videos, you can check them out if you want, or hit the bell button on the subscription if you're subscribed to my YouTube, because I've been back for a while and some people don't know it and they're like, hey, oh wow, you're back, and I'm like, yeah, I've been back for a couple weeks. So make sure you guys hit that subscription bell, please. Otherwise, you're not going to get notified. And that's not me. That's YouTube. But thank you for the 100 bits from Seattle, the most beautiful city in America. At least the most beautiful region. I love Seattle. I was only there once for a week, for about 5 days. And it was the most beautiful place I've ever visited. And I went up to Burlington and stuff like that, all through Seattle, and just driving down the highway and the big mountains and like the little glaciated tops of the mountains. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful place. But the traffic was the most unbelievable traffic I've ever experienced. It takes you 2 hours to go 2 miles. During high traffic times, especially if you're downtown. Forget about it. Forget about it. People walk faster than you. Absolutely the worst. And I came from Phoenix at the time. I was just visiting from Phoenix, right? And Phoenix has some pretty bad traffic too. And I'm in Pittsburgh, which is not a big city. Pittsburgh right now is where I am, and Pittsburgh is it's like a medium city. Pittsburgh is really not that big. I think the greater area is just over like 1 million some people. So, the traffic isn't that bad, but oh my God, Seattle's traffic. I couldn't believe it. I was stunned. I was astonished of how bad it was. But yeah, one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. Everybody's coming there though. Yeah. Too expensive though. But thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that, and thank you for continuing to watch. Let's see. Okay, I'm back to comments. Looks good, that Gala. Yeah, it looks kind of fun, and maybe perhaps you could make some money if you just like play the games and then like sell your stuff. Farmtown is playable. Spider Tank should be playable soon. Well, it says download the launcher. So it looks like it's playable now, especially with everybody selling all this stuff. But either way, I will I'll check it out after the stream, maybe, if I get some time. Watch the Mirandus game video. Epic RPG set in a massive world, 5-player monarchs. In-game players have absolute freedom of choice. They can set out into the wilderness alone, join one of the monarchs to serve as a knight, or set up shop in one of the 5 great cities. Players' ownership of in-game assets is a central mechanic. Yeah, this could be cool too. I want to see gameplay. This looks interesting. I like the design. It's kind of old RPG-esque with like a good graphics and lighting scheme. That could be cool too. I'll check them out. Games aren't all out, all in beta. Just check it out. Watch some YouTubers. It will be huge. Watch the Miranda's game. Check out Netwerk. That sounds like a German, like trying to pronounce work, but since W is V, Netwerk. You mean network? Yeah, Netwerk. Network. No, W is V. It's V. That sounds German. Netwerk. It has a circulating supply of 0 and a total supply of 100. If you're looking to buy, Netwerk is a social virtual reality platform on the blockchain with tools to allow you to create, monetize your creations. So it's $1.16. Price is kind of appreciating, dying now, but that could just be, you know, an in-between, up to 276 at one point, so pretty big losses currently, but like I said, that could just be a short-term thing. Netwerk! Land pre-sale has begun. So far, not as interested in this. I'm not sure if I enjoy, like, virtual reality worlds like, Decentraland and, like, land-based games. I'd really like to play a game. Social VR with powerful creation tools. Okay, so this could be sandbox, so this could be really good, depending on the content that people make. But I do like Gala so far better. I like the fact that there's a few good games, and I kind of like the PvP aspect of, like, tower defense and, like, little tanks and whatnot. That looks a little bit funner. I've never been that much into, like, virtual reality and, like, land grab games. Because by the time you get into it, you know, all the good land is always gone. And, like, creating your own content is not easy. So it's always dominated not by skill, but rather like the people that have the knowledge to make them. But this could be good. I'll give this a chance as well. It does seem like it's growing pretty significantly. So not bad. I'll bookmark this one too, just in case. But I am liking Gala better. I really like how the platform is set up. It's so easy. Games, recent sold stuff. Like you go to the store and list stuff independently. Now, are these set up by players so you can? Gala, Ethereum, or BAT. 0.679 Ethereum. What is that? So like $3,000, 0.6, like over $1,800. Wow. Quantity. Oh, I'll buy them all, boys. Look at this. I got the money. I wish this was more of a like dynamic marketplace though, like, because it just says go to the store and then buy, and it's like so these aren't being sold by players, because it's just like thousands of them left, and you're just expected to buy these. Sold out. Like, let's see what people are... in tanks. Scout. Oh, so like the regular stuff is basically being sold out. And there's only 19 of these left. So, oh, okay, so people are really buying these. So there's only 11 of these left. And then people will probably be able to buy them in some kind of marketplace. I own a small village in Mirandis. When it launches, feel free to plot a spot, armory, jewelry, etc. You're great at picking things apart, like your eye for details. Well, how do you already own land if the game is not out yet? The Germans say, Netzwerk. How about mango markets? Okay. Mango markets. 30 cents. Not bad price appreciation. Kind of going down now. What does this do? Turns to merge the liquidity and usability of CeFi with the permissionless innovation of DeFi at a lower cost to the end user than both currently provide. Perpetual futures along with decentralized governance. Hey, KWC, what's going on? In the long run, Mango's permissionless ecosystem encouraged spectacular, outlandish, unpredictable innovations. Solana project, okay. How is this not a Second Life type game? Well, there's like... Somebody shilled Gala, and it's got a bunch of different games on it. But Mirandis, I wouldn't call that a Second Life game. It kind of looks like just like a big RPG. Long and short, everything. I wish they would have said everything. Let's get rid of this right here. Everything. It makes it sound way cooler. Okay, so basically a CeFi, like a centralized DeFi. Kind of. Or what are we looking at? Yeah. It's good that it's a Solana project. The fact that, you know, lightning fast and you're 0 fees, permissionless. This could be good. Is it just Solana, or is like ETH on here and whatnot as well, like various others? We'll check it out later. Not bad. The price ain't bad. I mean, it's kind of going a little bit down now, but it could go anywhere from here depending on the depending on how much you know, like PR that gets. Mango markets. I like the name though. A lot. You gotta figure your crowdfunding. Oh, so you crowdfunded the game. Spider Tank was just released. You own them. Resale is on OpenSea. Exeedme, XED. What's the ticker for that? Like, what is that? Play game, win comps, get played. Not bad. I'll show you some Red Dead Redemption on PC. You know what? I've never played Red Dead Redemption on PC. Well, I played Red Dead Redemption, but not Red Dead Redemption 2 or whatever the newer one is. I haven't played that one. But I did play a little bit of Red Dead Redemption back in the day. It's MrSotko time. What about Tent? Tent, huh? Unsearchable. Oh, almost unsearchable. 1.5 cents. Let's see. Had the high around March, April. That's pretty typical, and on the way down like a roller coaster. An ambitious crypto project focused on security, accessibility, portability, formed originally by Snowgem Foundations. The 10 core team have worked through consistently to provide the product feature set in the roadmap. Consistent and ongoing development, ambitious product features. Okay, so literally not telling me anything. Ambitious product features, thanks. You know, like, hey, I have a lot of ambitions too, but I don't feel like telling them, you know. Hybrid masternode, proof of work consensus. No pre-mine, no ICO. So it's just another payment sort of crypto. The problem is like we have way too many of these. Way too many of these. It's just like people aren't using these anyway, and then people are like, oh, they come out with like Bitcoin. I got a like a shill in my email, I think, for something. It was like Bitcoin Latinum. And they're like, yeah, shill Bitcoin Latinum. And like I look it up, you know, and it might be worth shilling for money, but like it's like just yet another Bitcoin. A true cryptocurrency debit card. Ooh, geez, I'll see that. I'll believe that one when I see it. I have seen so many cryptocurrency debit cards fail. I mean, we got the Coinbase one, we got crypto.com, so that's good, but meh. I mean, pay with crypto, that's good. Like, I mean, it's a great idea, but it's just we got so many of these. So many. You know, and nothing, no animosity towards Tent over it. It's just there's just so many of them. I mean, you can pay with any cryptocurrency really if you really had to. Like if you were like, hey, I got $1,000 I can give you, and you're like, great, and like it's only in Solana, and you're like, well, I guess, you know what I mean, and you could get a Solana wallet, or you could like sign up to an exchange that has Solana on it and then just have them send it to you and you could cash it out for that money. So really any cryptocurrency could be. So when they define themselves as a payment network of some kind like that and secure, it's just like, well, there's so many other choices. Hey, Barraquiel. Sorry, I got nothing on that. Delgado. I'll call you Delgado. Tent looked like when I woke up. Exeedme, you can get paid to play CSGO Call of Duty. Exeedme, huh? Exeedme? It's a blockchain-powered tournament platform allowing gamers at all skills to monetize, all skill levels to monetize. I think I seen this a while ago. I think somebody already shilled me this once. Earn crypto and NFTs while playing games for League of Legends, Valorant, FIFA. Which game would you like to play for crypto? League of Legends, FIFA, Hearthstone. Isn't it Hearthstone? Not Hearthstone? Yeah. They spelled it wrong. Hearthstone. It's Hearthstone. Like the Hearthstone that you get in World of Warcraft. Dota 2. So I don't play League anymore. I don't play FIFA. I've never played Hearthstone. I hate Dota 2. League of Legends I think was better, but I mean, Dota 2 does have a higher skill ceiling. I played Overwatch a little bit in the beta. Meh. Rocket League I've never played. Fortnite I can't stand. PUBG I definitely would have played using this back in the day because I used to play a lot of PUBG. Rainbow Six Siege, I've never played. Valorant, I have not played. Warzone, I've played a little bit. StarCraft 2, I used to play. So unfortunately, none of these games I play. I play like Diablo 2, you know, like these games that are competitive games, but they're not necessarily PvP competitive necessarily like these, like tournament style. And I play Company Heroes 2, and I play Diablo 2, random stuff. So this is cool, but I just don't really play these games. I used to play some of them. I used to play StarCraft 2 a lot. I used to play PUBG a lot, but I don't anymore. Hey all, Blubbercoin, check out the TG. The Telegram? Not on stream. But I will take Blubbercoin into consideration. Blubbercoin is literally the most innovative thing since rewards started. Blubbercoin, huh? Doesn't even work. Very innovative. I have it on my phone. Blubber's a new cryptocurrency on the Binance Smart Chain. Let me guess, it's a reflection token. Blubbercoin members get 20% of every transaction sent to their wallet for free. Yes, it's a reflection token. Which are not particularly innovative. Not anymore. Tokenomics. 15% buy tax, 1% blubber fund, 4% marketing, 10% blubber club reflections. The 20% sale tax, 4% marketing, 1% blubber fund, 2% instant burn, 13% blubber club reflections. A 20% transfer tax, a 20% blubber club reflections tax. Wow, so you can't even move this. If you even moved it, you'd pay 40% of all of your holdings. Just launched mooning hard. Yeah. And if you tried to sell it, it's 20, 13, plus an additional, so it's another 40% if you sell it. So if you try to sell $100 as of this, you're only going to get $60. Less than, because the liquidity is probably terrible. They always are. Those Binance Smart tokens, those reflection tokens, their liquidity is absolute utter trash. And you have to set your MetaMask to like 20% slippage to be able to sell it. Oh, look who I finally got live. Wait, where is the pool in the bikini? I was lied to. I'm not sure where you've seen that information about a pool in a bikini. Crypto, what's up, man? Look who you finally caught live. I've been going live and making videos for a good couple weeks now, since I took a little break. You gotta hit that subscription bell button, Crypto Raz. No, only 20% comes off. No, 40% comes off. It says it right there. 20% transfer tax. Oh, so 20% just for the Blubber Club reflections of there. But either way, to sell it, it's 40%. Or no, it's just a total of 20%. You're right. So it's just a total of 20%. 4% to the marketing. Right, but even still, that's insane, man. That's unbelievable. A 15% buy tax, a 20% sale tax, and a 20% transfer tax that automatically goes out. So yeah, again, if you hodl these, but the problem is the problem with these reflection tokens is that if you get in really early, you get quite a bit of fees. you get quite a bit of the reflections, but eventually people stop buying it. And because there's no reason for people to keep buying and selling this. So eventually the liquidity always goes down. The volume always goes down, and it's all about the volume. If you don't buy right away and then sell pretty much right away when you have some profit, you're screwed. Because the volume will go down so significantly after about a couple weeks tops that when you go to sell it, you'll have to sell it for 20% slippage and 20% sell fee. So you're gonna lose all your money. If you buy $1,000 of it and you wait 2 weeks, and when you go to sell it, 20% slippage, 20% fee to everybody, you lost your money. So you have to buy it right away and sell right away when the volume is really high, because once the volume goes down, you're screwed. The liquidity is so low. With most reflections, it's not like this. Only the most recent 200 buyers get reflections. Yeah, but trust me, man, the volume goes down on these over the time. It goes down over time, and you'll never be able to get out. I mean, I've bought some reflection tokens before, and when you go to sell them, you have to just, like, 20% liquidity is gone, like 20% slippage, because there's just no way you can sell that much because there's no volume. So if you try to sell $1,000 of it, like try to sell your bags and go, there's just no volume, there's no liquidity for it. So you end up having to just sacrifice a ton of volume liquidity. Yeah, I'm not interested in them anymore. They're really good if you get day one. If you get that shit day one, and then within a couple days, like when their PR starts exploding and they start sending these out to YouTubers and stuff like that, that's when you have to sell. If you hold on to them for a long time, there is absolutely no volume at the end. And when you go to sell, the liquidity is so low that your slippage has to be 20% in MetaMask or something like that. It has to be like 20%. So not only are you losing 20% slippage, you're losing the 20% when you go to sell it as well. And you don't make anything. You don't, like, because eventually, like, there's just another one and another one and another one. Like, if you go on these telegrams, there's another one and another one. There's Pink Panda, and then there's Purple Panda, and then there's Sea Doge, and then there's this one and that one and that one. So everyone is just buying these right away and then selling them right away. If you hold on to these for any period of time above like a week or two, you're toast. Salute. In my mind, seen them all on YouTube. I'm not going to say that. Mate, I'm from Eastern Europe. Rarely I get you live. I do get notifications, but I'm sleeping. Hey, fair enough, man. Well, you got me today, Crypto Raz. How are you doing? How's Eastern Europe going for you? So yeah, I'm not bashing anybody's choice here. I'm not. What I'm bashing is the fact that it doesn't work. It doesn't work. No, I've seen 100 of them. I looked through. Look, I mean, I got Telegram right here. I got it on I got their website from Telegram right here. There's 100 of these. Look, you can type in Binance BSC 100X Gem, New Stars Born, Mini USDC, Aqua Doge, doesn't even have a name. Shibu Inu Monster. They just go on and on and on. That was an old list, but they go on and on and on, man. And every day there's a new one. Every day there's several new ones. And the problem is that there's not a lot of volume, because every day that there's a new one. So like, which one do you buy, right? And everybody's got their own opinion. They're like, oh, you should buy this one because it gives you rewards in BNB. Oh, you should buy this one because it gives you rewards in the token, and that's better, right? Or it gives you rewards in this, that, or the other thing. So everybody's buying into all of these different ones. So no one of them has a ton of liquidity. No one has a ton of volume. So the problem is that if you get in early, you'll get all the people that are buying in after you. Good, right? But if you don't at all, there's no reason to buy that token because the volume is so low and the liquidity is so low. You have to set your slippage super high. So first of all, you're getting ripped off when you're buying in. Like say you only want to buy in a few $100 of it. Set your slippage to 15%. There's 15% gone, at least 15%. Then it's another 15 or 20% or whatever their reflection is, like whatever their fee is. So boom, gone. So you've really bought maybe $200 of this token, maybe, and you spent $300. So you wait. The problem is you bought in a little bit too late, and it could be days is too late. And now nobody is buying in behind you, or at least not enough people. And so you go to look at your rewards day after day, and you're only making maybe a couple dollars tops a day. So you have to wait 100 days to get your money back at least. Maybe 200 days, maybe the better part of a year. Because when you go to sell that, it's another 20%, and you have to set your slippage. Now it's so late that now there's even less volume. So now you're going to have to set your slippage not to 15%. It ain't going to work. You're going to have to set that shit to like 20%. Your software is going to be warning you that your slippage is so high. And you're going to have to say, screw you, software, just sell it. And then when you go to sell it, that's 20% plus 20% slippage, you just lost money. It doesn't work. It only makes the developers rich. It doesn't work. It only feeds the developers. It doesn't work. Like, I tried it. I've been doing this for 4 years. I tried it. If you get in early, you can make a little bit of money, but it's difficult because normally there's always a pre-sale and you're always late. I've been doing this for 4 years. Either believe me or don't. It doesn't work. When you go to sell that, you're going to have a hell of a time. You're going to have to set that slippage to like 20%. You're going to go like 10% slippage. Doesn't work. We couldn't find a buyer for you. Set your slippage higher. 11%. Couldn't find a buyer. 12%. Couldn't find a buyer. 15, 16, 17. And eventually it goes through. And then you look at your money and you're like, how much did I get? And you're like, and you have less than you started with. And you're like, oh, wow. Holy shit. That sucks. I'm subbing, by the way. It's a combination of the meme, when Lambo philosophy, and the reflections. It doesn't work. I promise you, you're going to come back. You're going to come back in a few weeks and you'll be like, yeah, it didn't work. It doesn't work. You get the reflections, but when you go to sell it, you're going to get wrecked. It doesn't work. I promise you it doesn't work. Look into Soku swap. It's not reflection. It's got like a 1500 5K APR. The slippage is just a maximum. The fees are included. Yeah, it's the slippage plus the fees. The fees are the contract. The slippage is being able to find it within the liquidity of Pancake Swap or 1inch, etc. Can you please take a look at Tara? Yeah, sure. I promise you it doesn't work. I'm just looking out for you. I promise you it does not work. I was excited. I was kind of excited about reflection tokens when they first came out, and then I realized they're total garbage. It doesn't work because there's not enough volume. Because there's too many of them. Because it's too easy for a developer to just copy paste and then put in slightly different code and then be like, look, it's Aquadoge. It's Aquadoge token. And then another person just takes the code and they go, oh, it's Panda token, right? And we give reflections in this token or this much or that much. And all you have to do is just change the value. So with so many choices, you can't get much volume and liquidity on any one individual token because everybody's buying all these new tokens that come out. You're pretty chill, Crypto. All right, man. Crypto Raz on Twitch there. Fair enough, man. And there's just not enough volume on any one of them. So when you go to sell it, the slippage is unfucking believable. Yeah, you'll lose money. Unless you got in day one or you were one of the lucky ones and you got like some kind of pre-sale. But either way, those are just designed to make the developers a lot of money. They spend nothing to do that. Like, they spend very little to do that. And then they just get rewards. So it's just an easy way for developers to make money. Just copy, paste, make the contract, pay the BNB to make the contract, and then just make a telegram, make some kind of like fancy logo, and invite everybody in, or what you do too is you shill it to other Telegram groups that also shill like BSC tokens, and then you just sit and you wait for everybody to come. You don't have to develop anything. You don't have to make a wallet. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is market it. All you have to do is maybe contact a couple YouTubers, pay them $100 in the token, and they'll make a video for you, and that's it. That's it. It's oversaturated and there's not enough volume. The first few tokens did pretty well, and after that, it was just copy paste. Doesn't work. Terra. Terra is a public ledger platform purpose-built for audit logging of informal transactions. All right, so we have a downtrend in the price, significant downtrend in the price. Let's check the max. Wrecked price, less than a penny, up from, or down from about 3 cents. So absolutely wrecked. Tracking informal transactions. It's a public ledger platform built for audit logging of informal transactions. Democratizing reputation by tracking informal transactions. Purpose-built decentralized infrastructure. This sounds terrible. Every entity verifiable reputations by making informal transactions trustworthy, removing operational friction and making the world more innovative. This sounds absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Why would you track informal transactions? Isn't that the whole point, to make them informal? Oh man, that sounds like, oof, that sounds like governments would love that. Yeah, yeah, no offense to who shilled this. Only offense to Terra. This is the worst sounding coin I've ever seen, and the price reflects that. Absolutely one of the worst coins I've ever seen. Tracking informal. Why would you track an informal transaction? It's informal because you want it informal. I don't get it. I don't understand. Sorry. Maybe I just don't understand it. Sorry, man. Gotta go. See you soon. Hey, all right. No problem. Check out Terra for our play. I do know that you'll like Soku for a fact. It's a killer farm. It's the oversaturation that kills it. Yeah. Honestly, man, DeFi John, get out. Get out. Because you're like, oh, I'm making money off the reflections. I'm making money off the reflections. Why would I leave? Get out while the volume is high. Sell it as soon as you can. As soon as that volume is high, if the volume is currently high, get out. Get out. I rarely give anybody advice like that. Because I don't want to be like, sell your stuff and then have it go up in price. Get out. Take your rewards, take your higher value while the volume is high, so your slippage is not 20-40%. Get out. A buddy of mine actually works for Soku now. I highly recommend you maybe do an AMA with them. That sounds good. What's Soku? Is it a coin or Soku swap? Is this what you're talking about? Check out for Terra. I do know you'll like Soku. What is Soku? Is it like Soku swap, or what? Okay, I'm enjoying this chat a lot. Hey man, I'm just saying, dude. As soon as the volume's down, you won't be able to sell it. I know it's like, oh man, I'm making this passive income, off my reflection tokens, but you'll never be able to get it back. If anything, hold on to a reflection token that gives you like BNB or wrapped Bitcoin. Could you take a look at Senso? Senso and Telos. Sure. Let's bring them both up. Telos, T-L-O-S. Okay. Senso, let's take a look at this price first. It is 56 cents. Okay. It had its high during the April/May kind of period, and that is very consistent among these altcoins because that was when Bitcoin was like at 64,000 Almost everything had its high about this time. This is very common. So it started off at least a year ago at about 24 cents and is currently sitting at about 55. So if you had bought it way back here, you're doing pretty good. I mean, your investment is up about 100%. So that, I mean, that's not a joke. Check out DMS, Document Chain. Really nice coin and project. Okay, we'll get to that one. Okay, so let's see what this actually does. It's an in-platform currency of Sensorium Galaxy, a social VR platform that rethinks the way people interact with each other and experience the arts. An alternative universe that is being built in partnership with world-known artists, producers, and entertainment companies. We bring you connections and experiences aus of dieser Welt. What's going on in this world of mine? There's a whole lot of killing in this world of mine. Somebody's got to help this world of mine. New era in entertainment and communications. Combination of virtual reality and artificial intelligence technologies will lead to human social evolution. Okay, again, I'm not a big fan of VR personally. That's just personally. Artificial intelligence and VR. I mean, don't get me wrong, like if you put a VR headset on me, I might be like, whoa, this is pretty awesome, but I've never had a passion for VR. Personally, I haven't. So, in terms of Senso, whoever shilled this one, Casper, I'm going to go with neutral on this one because my personal opinion that I don't care for VR and like VR with art and stuff like that, that is just me. There could be a lot of people that are really into this, but I just not interested. But I wouldn't call that a bad coin by any means. Telos. Let's see what we got. Let's check the price. We're at 59 cents. Okay, similar to Senso in that sense. Let's see here. 1.5 cents when it came out, somewhere around there. 5 cents. Now it is 59, so oof, man, that's some appreciation if you had bought all the way back here and hodled. Wow-weewa. Telos is a networked ecosystem powering the future economy, having established itself as the second most used network by transaction volume over 2 years. I don't know about that one. What? Who's an independent blockchain analyst having the second most used network by transaction volume? Why do I find that really hard to believe? Anyway, Telos has been driving innovation since 2018, attracting well-known companies. Okay, so a DApp coin. Okay, but who's using it though? Fast, scalable, decentralized finance is here with Telos. Meh. I mean, if you want to go DApp token, just go Ethereum, Cardano, Solana. I find it hard to believe their quote there that it's the second most used platform in terms of volume. I don't know about that. I'm gonna go with real skeptical on that one. Check out Document Chain. Okay. Soko is new, super good farming platform. High APT, good team. Bring in multiple tokens, including rewards tokens. But heads up, 5K put in Soku. BNB makes about $200 a day. Oh, that's good. Cello. We've looked at Cello before, but I can look it up. I don't know if they call it CeLo or Cello. I call it Cello, but I don't know. I don't know who actually pronounces that correctly. Cello, CeLo. Document chain. Let's see. So over the past year, I mean, we're kind of going down. So that's not a good sign. Less than a cent, 0.8 of a cent. It's a decentralized blockchain solution for document management systems. Important properties of the document file are stored in the blockchain in a revision-proof manner, safe from manipulation, so that you can easily prove the copyright of your document. Okay, that sounds pretty good. To be fair, you can do that on Ethereum, though. I mean, you can upload a document to Ethereum and then just have the key for it. But if this makes it easier, that's not a bad idea. I don't think so. When I come across coins that like store medical data and documents and stuff like that, I find that to be a solid idea. However, I've never seen one that really takes off. So I think a problem in the crypto world is that there are so many cryptocurrencies coming out. How do companies even... The problem is that companies don't know that these companies exist, like this blockchain exists, and how do they even contact them, and then how do they even go about doing this and stuff. So I think the problem in cryptocurrency is not necessarily the development. Like, we've developed some very useful cases, like encrypting medical data, encrypting documents on the blockchain. This is great use case for blockchain, period. But it's just not being used. So the problem is that these developers are not very good at marketing to companies, like actually having a day-to-day 24/7, like, 7 days a week, or 9 to 5 salesman who is calling these companies and trying to get them to use it and explaining in a very simple way how they can, partner with like document chain or this, that, or the other thing. That's the problem that we have in cryptocurrency. It's not necessarily the development of ideas. We have a ton of ideas. We have DeFi. We have blockchain to secure data, documents, videos, files, etc. But it's not being used. So we need like more marketing and PR than we need necessarily development. You should check the Explorer and see how many documents are stored at the moment, bro. Yeah, and I'm sure it's a reasonable amount. But then again, is it like Fortune 500 companies? If not, sure. I'm sure there's documents. I'm sure there's documents being used. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that this is a bad project, or I like the idea. It's just when Fortune 500, right? That's when you got yourself a partnership. That's when you got yourself a real partnership. Or like major hospital chain or something like that. That's when you got a real partnership. So all the documents being stored on there so far is not helping the price. That's why they need a major partnership. And so far the partnerships in cryptocurrency are just a little bit lacking. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is a bad project. I'm not saying it's bad developers. I'm saying it's a great idea. But we need more marketing. Plus the token should 50x easily. It's a farm and DEX token, kind of like Cake. I think it's Cello. You think? How about Mcash? That launched today and are called Monsoon Finance. Does it have a future? Is it listed? If it's not listed, I don't... Monsoon Finance. Why did I hear about this earlier? I think I received an email on this. This sounds familiar. This sounds familiar. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having this weird deja vu. I delete emails all the time. And, Like I have one right here. Hi, hope you're doing well. I'd like to pitch you an amazing project for a review video. Due date is the 12th of October, which is my birthday. So my birthday is in, I don't know, 13 or 14 days or something like that. And it's called Bitcoin Latinum. But I could have sworn I got an email about Monsoon Finance, I think. I swear. Like something about it is familiar. It's a multi-chain privacy protocol building a suite of privacy services for DeFi users on every smart contracts blockchain. Monsoon uses ZK snarks. I like that to break the link between cross-chain and wallet to wallet. Monsoon is building 3 privacy services: wallet to wallet, multi-chain, and multi-chain privacy DEX. Interesting. I do like that ZK snarks. Happy birthday, Sockhead. Not quite yet. Give it about 13 or 14 more days. October 12th. It's what, like the 29th? So, yeah. Enabling privacy one chain at a time. What is... This is so weird. That's almost creepy weird. Whoa. Anyway. Not liking their website right now. Why is this text so large, and why is it slow, and why is it moving? Oh, that is terrible. Oh my god, they need a better website. I like their idea so far, using ZK snarks to make dexes and wallets and but oh, what happened? I just went into a different... Okay, so like I'm scrolling down, and then oh god, it's so bad. Oh, I gotta use my shirt to catch it, so I don't get it all over my pants and the floor. And then you... Oh, go away. This is the worst website I've ever seen. I like the idea of Monsoon Finance. It's a preview only so far, so there's no market tracking. But man, that website's gotta go, boys. It's gotta go. Check out Peculium. Less than a cent, so 0.3 of a cent. Okay, the price is not bad. Like, compared to, like, its low period in 2019. Had a high in about May of 2021. So that's, again, pretty usual. April to May / March sometimes. Peculium is developing a savings management platform on the crypto market using big data, machine learning, and natural language processing to allow anyone to invest and grow their money safely for the long term through retirement investing, education funding, or emergency funding. Saving and investing in a pioneering farm, all in one place. You a long way from Texas. I don't know why I just said it with a Texan accent, or like an Alabamian accent. Peculium, the next generation of savings. We built an ecosystem based on cryptocurrency, allowing to save money. PCL is the heart of the ecosystem. I don't know why. Sorry, guys. We got to have fun sometimes. So I don't think I would trust my accounts with this random coin. That's the problem. You know, like, why Forbes articles? I mean, that's the problem here, is like, why do I invest and have a big savings account for the long term? I mean, like, they're talking about retirement, right? So retirement is like 40 years from now for me. Like 30, 40 years. So is this still going to be around? How can I trust this? Do Forrest Gump. I don't think I can do Forrest Gump very well. I don't think I have the correct voice, particularly for Forrest Gump. Peculium. You long way from Texas. That's about all I got on that one. I can't do accents very well, to be totally honest. I like German, a southern accent, maybe. That's really. I can't even do like a British or Australian one particularly well. That's scary play, I reckon. Yeah, long way from Texas. You just got to mention Texas all the time, and you sound like really southern. Yeah, nice girl though, but I don't think I'll be putting my life savings just because of a picture of the nice lady. How about antimatter? A simple, lightweight, on-chain DeFi derivative protocol, polarized token mechanism with tokenized perpetual derivatives. Simple, lightweight, on-chain DeFi derivative protocol. Okay, so just a DeFi platform. Antimatter Finance. Gateway for DeFi derivatives. Price is 88 cents. Absolutely bombing over time. Eesh. Maybe it's a buy the dip situation. If we pull this chart out to the next couple of years, that could be a possibility. Perpetual options and non-fungible finance. Oh god, these websites. Unlock perpetual options for all cryptos. Okay, so put options and call options. Okay, that's interesting. Connecting DeFi and NFTs. Okay. I mean, pretty generic, to be honest. I mean, like, nothing special. There's really nothing that pops, except for maybe the call and put options. You know, which is, you know, kind of rare for crypto. But yeah. Okay, this one, Nami. Is that a coin, Nami? $2.2 cents. Ooh, okay, so this one's appreciating fast. It's a revolutionary layer 2 scaling protocol for Ethereum. Now this just depends on if it gets used or not. Predictable fees, instant finality, low latency. The system is live and ready to build on today, and brings Nami's raw scaling power to both Bitcoin, Neo, and Libra in the future. All right. Okay, so we could always use more layer 2 scaling solutions. It's just a matter of people actually use this or not. Gonna go to bed. See you later, my friend. See you later, Crypto Raz. I will catch you next time. Agree with that. Wow, you know them. Wasn't expecting that. Ethereum burn rate heading way down after the little explosion in gas prices earlier. Ethereum, Bitcoin still kind of kicking under 30 RSI. It's gonna bounce up. I mean, it's a buy and sell opportunity here, in my opinion. Like, buy in sometime here, and then sell when it gets to the top of its bounce. Regardless if it continues up, you know, is a pretty good little selling opportunity. Depending on how much Bitcoin you have. Like, if you only got a little bit, then it's not going to make you much. But there's a little trading opportunity coming here sooner or later with this down here, because usually we'll have like a bounce. We'll have a bounce up. And it might not be much, but it might be $1,000. And if you have one whole Bitcoin, that's a free $1,000. Can I look at sell frame? Sure. Hey guys, make sure you hit the like button, please. If you guys have not yet, please hit that like button. Also, hit the subscription bell button so that you know when I go live and you know when I upload a video. Otherwise, YouTube will not tell you. You can also become a member of the channel. Click the join button below the like button there. You can become a member. You get a Cool Beans badge. We don't have any members in the chat right now. Let's see if we can get one. Also, I'm live on Twitch as well. If you guys happen to have Twitch, give me a follow on Twitch. So I got to stop and do a little shill moment there for you guys. I'm also live on Twitch. So if you have Twitch, follow me. Sometimes I play games exclusively on Twitch, and you won't know unless you follow me. Sotko, Peculium can't touch your funds. They use API only. You can see the trade that the AI make for you in Binance history. I mean, fair enough, but... I mean, like, fair enough, but it's going down in price. And at the same time... I could just hodl any other way. I don't need a crypto platform to do it. That's all. Like, it's not that I don't like the system. It's just like I'm not gonna trust it to an API. I mean, I'm not gonna trust it. I'll trust my Bitcoin on the blockchain, and you know, at the very least, I'll just trust it on like Coinbase if it had to be that way. You know, if you didn't want to use your own wallet, Coinbase, I feel like, is more secure. I mean, they're insured. There was a story a couple days ago. Somebody got phished and they lost like $2,000 or something or more dollars on Coinbase because somebody phished their account somehow. Got through all the 2FA, everything, and Coinbase reimbursed them like immediately. So I don't know. It's not for all. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's not for all. It's just, it wasn't particularly exciting to me. That's all. I mean, there, some grab my attention more than others. Some I look at them and I'm just like, this, I don't really care. Like, and it's just, but we'll take a look at Selframe in a little bit. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. So I'm going to bring up that hot promotion screen of all of my sponsors. Visit every one of my sponsors. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. So if you guys still want to check out the rest of the show today, we're going to get into the news and a bunch of other stuff. And stick around. Alrighty. Let's see where we're at. Markets ain't looking so good. Not so much, yeah. I went to go dump my bags. Yeah, look how much bags I dumped. Look at that. Now, like I said, this is going to snap back at some point here. It's a matter of, like... It's probably going to touch the bottom support zone. And then come back. But yeah, overall, the market's not looking so good. But there's going to be a small bounce of some sort here. With the RSI just absolutely bottoming out. And it's still, see, it's trying to come back just now. Look at the little shadow. It's struggling here. Buyers and sellers are fighting here. So where were we at? Sell frame. We'll check this one out real quick, and I think we'll get to the news, and then eventually I'm probably gonna get out of here sooner or later, and I might be live again tonight, but I'll probably be gaming. But feel free to stop back in if I am live. Even if I'm gaming, you know, I still talk about crypto and we still have some interesting conversations. Quantum resistant layer 1 network focused on facilitating secure and scalable cross-chain transfers. Cellframe aims to create an infrastructure for decentralized, low-level services through its multi-chain nature. It's quantum safe. It uses post-quantum encryption by default. Cellframe is built from scratch with plain C, which results in more efficient utilization of CPU and memory. Okay, I don't find that too exciting. I mean, because we got Bitcoin for that. And while Bitcoin isn't necessarily quantum resistant yet, that's just an upgrade away, to be totally honest. And we're kind of dipping back down from the high of September 21 earlier in the month. But some pretty good gains, like if you had purchased back here, not bad. You know, from 50 cents to, you know, a couple dollars, not bad. 4 times your money ain't a joke, for sure. I will probably check this out at some point too. These Gala games, where you can buy and, you know, like possibly and sell, you know, these you know, items from these various games. But these games look kind of fun. Some of them look pretty good. I like the idea of fortified and spider tanks. Miranda's looks pretty good. I haven't checked out Echoes of Empire, but maybe we'll check that out eventually. Think big. Maybe it is not for you, but what about the people that put money into banks and take like 0.3 to 3% interest? Well, then that's BlockFi and Celsius, right? Maybe it's not for me, but yeah, it isn't for me. But if I really wanted that much interest, I would just put it in a BlockFi or something. Something that's well established and that people are aware today that it exists. Not only that it exists, but that it's also at least reasonably safe. Again, I'm not trying to bash the coin. It's just it's got to earn my trust. That's all. Everything has to earn trust. And if you really want some big interest, just go to BlockFi. So we took a look at that. Let's see if there's any good news. Low income internet access with helium crypto mining. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's interesting. Helium's crypto startup. So they'll just basically use all your money to then give you crappy internet. That's basically what it is. San Jose to fund low-income internet access with helium crypto mining. So they're going to make all the money. The city will make all the money and then give you crappy internet. Which is okay, I suppose. That's better than just using taxpayer dollars. PayPal Google execs to help Bank of England understand digital currency. Well, about time. DC Comics giving away potentially millions of free Ethereum NFTs. That's interesting as well. Tennessee electricity provider may face litigation for Bitcoin mining noise pollution. It's not possible to destroy crypto, but governments can slow it down. They sure can. I totally agree with that. I mean, it's not possible to stop all the nodes in the world, but I mean, if the American government or in a few other major nations like decided to ban it or something like that, it would sure as shit destroy it in a heartbeat. I mean, it wouldn't stop it completely, but that price would just, woo. The CEO had a big data company in France. He knows what he's doing. Hey man, I believe you. You're trying to sell to the wrong guy at this point. If you want, I just say if you want AI, if you want high APR, just BlockFi or just HODL. You don't need a third party situation to make money in crypto. You just don't. You just don't. You're preaching to the choir here, you know. I agree with you, and El Salvador president teases geothermal mining. Yeah, we'd seen that. Nothing too crazy today. See Ethereum Reddit if there's any fun conversations going on here. We'll go to the hot topic. We don't want none of them new ones. Rapper Lil Uzi exposed for promoting rug pull scam. Now he's quietly deleting his tweets. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another celebrity getting caught up in the pump and dumps. The rapper supposedly backed the Eternal Beings NFT project. Has accused of pulling the rug on buyers. Uzi deleted all tweets mentioning the product after the NFTs sold out. Yet another celebrity-backed crypto project has run into trouble. Eternal Beings, a collection of 11,111 generative alien avatars with a fashion sense similar to hit rapper Lil Uzi, launched on Solana. However, after the NFTs sold out, Lil Uzi, who had previously promoted the project to his 8.5 million followers, deleted his posts. Well, how is this a rug pull though? The floor price for Eternal Beings dropped sharply and is currently well below the 2.5 Solana mint price. Despite moderators, the project's Discord. Okay, so it dumped in price. But how is that Lil Uzi's fault? Because he's like 6+ Solana minimum floor easily. Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that. Did you earn any Reddit moons? Yeah, I got some moons. Not many, though. But yeah, I have some Reddit moons. Uzi is an idiot. He chose the wrong blockchain. Apparently, yeah. What's up, Meep? Pulse Chain testnet just launched last night. Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm a little bit excited about Pulse Chain. I think, since there's such a cult following behind it, I think that Pulse Chain is going to do fairly well. We all know how well Hex has done in the past 1.5 years. Yep. Waiting for Pulse Chain to fork the entire ETH network and all the tokens on it. We are often frustrated. Non-crypto people seem to hate crypto, but let's be real. We are in crypto, can barely stand each other. I I don't know what that's all about. The first time in history a website is being hosted on a decentralized sharded network. The debt limit has been raised 78 times since the 1960s. What's the point of having a limit that's raised every 9 months on average? It will be raised again this time. US dollar is the best fiat shitcoin in the world. It lost only 86% of its value over the past 50 years. I agree. I don't even think we need to read that article. More pictures of the El Salvadorian geothermal mining facility. And it's a little bit misleading. I mean, the most awaited volcanic geothermal mining. I mean, like, isn't like all geothermal volcanic? Isn't that like what it... I mean, it is. Like, you go way down in the earth and it's hot and you use the energy from it. But, okay. I mean, fair enough. I mean, hell, like I said earlier in the stream, where I went to college, the dorms are geothermal powered. So, like, the heating and the geothermal electricity powers those units. And, you know, so geothermal is not a big deal, but, I mean, El Salvador mining cryptocurrency is not bad. What you up to today, Meep? Meep from Meepvestment, Germany's largest cryptocurrency investor and investment firm in any German-speaking country apart from Austria. Whew. That $15,000 Ethereum ain't a joke. Let me just tell you guys right now, Ethereum is the most undervalued cryptocurrency in the entire ecosystem. Period. If you can make $1 billion token, a token valued at like $1 billion, like BNB was, for like $50 in Ethereum, that's what I call undervalued, period. And you could probably argue about that on some other dApp coins as well. But I mean, think about it. Like when you go to make a contract on Ethereum, it requires Ethereum for you to permanently, you know. And so if you can do that for like $50 and then make $1 billion token out of it, then, you know, I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm a bit disappointed that you started to talk about it with a hillbilly accent. Oh no, that was just for fun. It had absolutely nothing to do with the that particular token, man. Please, like, remove the butt hurt, okay? Like, just because I don't like a token doesn't mean you have to be all like disappointed about it. All right. Take your butt hurt. Either take your butt hurt somewhere else, or just man up and be like, hey, he didn't like my token. That's totally okay. Like, I'm not your daddy. Like, I don't need to like your token. That's why it's called Shill Me coins, and I will evaluate them. People ask me, what do you think about it? I evaluate them. That's it. If your butt hurt, I'm not your daddy. I'm not your mama. I don't have to deal with you telling me that you're disappointed because I did a hillbilly accent or something like that. Had nothing to do with the coin. I was just playing around. All right, grow up. ETH 5K in 6 weeks or bust. Yep. By Dyna Online Countdown, ETH should be 5K. Reminder, don't put all your savings into crypto. Absolutely. Get yourself some real estate. Get yourself some DCA invest in. Get yourself some mutual stock portfolios going. Hey, that was funny. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. ETH is ETH is most of crypto at this point. Exactly. Yeah. It just is. ETH may be one of the most valued, but how long until it's more noob friendly? True. How long until all, like, I mean, with that question asked, like, how long until all of crypto is noob friendly? You know, like telling your grandma about cryptocurrency, she's going to be so incredibly confused. She's going to have no idea what you're talking about. Please tell us you do not like Please tell us you do not like Zero Fundamentals Z-Fun, not listed, but you can find it in the famous search engine. I probably don't. If it's so unpopular that it's not listed, then probably not. Sorry, I don't know what that is, and I'll just agree with you. If it's so unpopular that it's not listed, then yeah, exactly. It's not even searchable, so there's not much to really evaluate. Look at OHM. It has a current APY of about 7,200 and has compounding interest 6% over 5 days. Done very well from this one. Oh, Olympus. Yeah, I remember this. $717. Isn't this a DeFi platform? Yeah. Yeah, this is what I mean. Is the person was trying to, get me to evaluate a token where, their purpose is to like help you save for retirement and stuff like that. Hey, fine, but it's brand new. Like, I'm gonna put my retirement money in a brand new token. Especially one that's going down and down and down. It's just not a great idea. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, BlockFi or a DeFi platform is probably a bit better for that. I wouldn't recommend putting all of your cryptocurrency into as retirement in the first place. Like, if you have so much crypto that you can retire off of it, just hodl it in a wallet. You know what I mean? Like, don't put it on a platform. Like, if you want some temporary short-term, like a year-long worth of APY, put it on BlockFi, or maybe Crypto.com might offer a big interest rate, or Celsius or something like that. Hell, even Coinbase offers some interest, and while it's not very high on some of the coins, and it's only on certain coins, like they don't offer you interest for like just for like Bitcoin or something like that, or Ethereum. I mean, unless you stake it. But I would say that that's safer than doing some other bets. Like, I think Coinbase is incredibly safe. It's heavily insured and it's heavily regulated. And if you don't like that idea, no problem. Just keep it in a wallet. You know what I mean? Like, if you have that much cryptocurrency, you need your own wallet. You need a Trezor. You need a paper wallet. You need something that is not some brand new platform. That's all I'm saying. Like, I have seen terrible things happen in cryptocurrency over just 4 years of me doing these videos and stuff. And I'm sorry, it just doesn't work like that. And then when you come at me and say, I'm so disappointed that you didn't like my token and stuff, I'm sorry, I'm not your daddy. I'm sorry that I've given some very good advice over the years on storing your cryptocurrency and keeping it keeping it safe and trying to avoid scams and stuff like that. I'm so sorry for doing that. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not your daddy. Okay. Like, don't come at me like all disappointed. It's not my problem. It's not, like, and especially if you're shilling me random coins, you need to expect that I'm either going to like it, I'm either going to be neutral about it, or I'm not going to like it. And because I did some accent that had absolutely nothing to do with it at the time, just because I randomly felt like doing it and having fun, sorry, I'm not your daddy. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Your bedroom with your old pennant of your baseball team is not in my house. Okay, like you can't go and sleep on your Iron Man bed, in my house. Like, your Iron Man bed is in your daddy's house. Okay, like, and if you don't like because I didn't like one of your tokens, just either go away or just suck it up. Be a man, right? Like, grow the fuck up. Sorry guys, it's just not my problem. Like, it's just so silly, like how people are they're just so demandy. It's unbelievable. Hey dude, glad you didn't leave YouTube. Sorry other crypto YouTubers didn't subscribe. You're the only one not shilling. No problem. I've been back for a couple weeks. Hit that bell button next to the subscription, please. All of you in the chat, if you guys haven't hit that subscription bell button, I urge you to do that. Because again, we're still getting people in the chat that are like, hey, like, I'm glad you're back. And like, I'm really glad that you're offering me that I'm back. You know what I mean? But some of these people did not know that I've been back, and I've been back for like 2 weeks. Like, go to my channel and click on videos, and like, I've been making videos for about 2 weeks now. Since I had my break I think I took a break for like 2 weeks, or like the better part of a month. And then I've been making videos pretty much every day. There might have been a couple days in between here or there, but I've been making a video almost every single day for about 2 weeks, and people don't know it. And then like, I'll make a video and it's like my 14th video, and they're like, wow, I'm so glad you're back. And I'm so glad to have those people still here and say, I'm so glad you're back. But if you don't know that I've been back for like 2 weeks, you haven't hit the subscription bell, and that's not your fault. And that's not my fault, that's YouTube, because YouTube, the way that it operates, it doesn't matter who you subscribe to, you won't get any notifications when there's a video that's uploaded. You have to physically go to your subscription feed and then like physically scroll through it and find who you have been subscribed to. Because on the front page of YouTube, it's particularly on a PC, even on a phone, it just gives you recommended videos based on what you watch. And so if you like my videos and you like watching them every day, you're not going to get a notification unless you click the bell. I'm just saying. Dude, he shills Meat Vestments, which is a future listed on MrSotko exchange. That's true. I do shill Meat Vestments. Meat Vestments, the largest German cryptocurrency investment firm in any German-speaking country apart from Germany. So I do shill that. That's just because Meep is one of the largest cryptocurrency investors in the history of the planet, and he's live on Twitch. Unbelievable, I know. Unbelievable. If I watch on my phone and my computer at the same time with the same account, does it help your channel? I don't know. I don't know. So maybe it would probably give me 2 views. But it matters. You know what matters with views? So if you guys want a little rundown on how YouTube works. So if you watch my video for like 3 minutes and then click away, that hurts my channel. The longer you watch the video, the longer the engagement I have on my channel. And I totally understand, like, if you only got 5 minutes to watch a video, like, you know what I mean? Just click away. Like, don't worry about me. Like, it's fine, you know? Like, save your time, you know? But I guess this is a broad thing for all crypto YouTubers, but I'm just speaking from my own channel's perspective, but it works on every channel. If you watch only a few minutes of the video, it sort of hurts the channel, and YouTube won't recommend the video as much. If you watch the entirety of the video, then YouTube will recommend my video more often. And of course, this is a statistical thing. So like if you watch the whole video, it might not just start recommending my channel, right? But if the majority of people are watching a significant portion of my video, then yes. So that's just the way that YouTube works. For example, I'll give you guys a statistic here real quick. Let me go into my analytics. My average so for example, the previous video that I made, it's called Crypto News Today, Ethereum developer pleads guilty to conspiracy. That was the last video I made. And that has an average view duration of 6 minutes and 52 seconds. That video is like 15 minutes long. So that means that the majority of people are not watching the whole video, not even close. So they're watching less than half of the entire video, and then clicking away, and that's bad for the channel. So that's on me a little bit. Maybe I didn't make the content engaging enough, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? But for the most part, most crypto YouTubers, or most YouTubers in general, not just crypto, don't have a 100% engagement rate. It's just not a thing, right? Like, people always click away from a video once they get the general gist of it or something like that. Another thing too is like those skippable videos, like the like ads. If you watch the whole thing, I get more money, technically. If you skip them, I get less money. For example, there's non-skippable ads. So you know what I mean? Like when you're watching a YouTube video and there's that little button in the corner that says skip the video. If you watch that whole ad, the YouTuber gets a little bit of money. A little bit more money on average. And again, it's a very statistical thing. So if you alone just watch the full ad, it might not help. But if everybody is, then it definitely will. For example, those videos, those ads that are like unskippable, or that they're long and they only let you skip it after like 15 seconds. If you watch 30 seconds of that video, of that ad, then I get more money. If you skip it before that, less. It's just the way it works. So if you watch the ads, basically that's more money. Sharing the video is one of the best things you can do for a YouTuber. Probably one of the best things. Like, even if you're like, should I bust out $10 out of my wallet, or should I share your video on like Facebook, where I have like 1,000 friends? Facebook might be better, because there's so many other people that might watch it and then might reshare it, and then that can create sort of a tumble, you know, like a snowball effect. So there's plenty of ways you can help a YouTuber if you don't want to pull out a wallet and donate. I mean, hit the like button, share, hit that subscription bell. Like, all of it really helps. Watch the ads, you know what I mean? Like, you guys don't have to do any of that. I'm still going to create videos. It's the last skippable ad were 30 minutes long. Yeah, and if you watch like 30 seconds of it, that's good enough. Yeah, I know what you mean. Some of those ads are really long. Sometimes the ads are like a whole TV show, and it's like seriously like a 30-minute long show. But watching 30 seconds of it, less than 30 seconds is like a skip, essentially. I watch on my phone and computer at the same time. URL, somehow I liked more anathema if you're still here. URL, somehow I liked more anathema if you're still, I don't understand what that means. I'm not going to shill a token, but I am surprised no one has created a blockchain for rewarding people filter internet content like photos, text, same as Facebook. Yeah, that's called Steemit. And that was a terrible idea. A terrible idea. You guys remember Steemit? It was a blog platform where you could post videos or blogs, pictures, and then people would upvote the content, and then you would get more steam or less steam based on how much your content was upvoted, and everybody just upvoted like photography content, and people would be making like $80-$90 worth of steam per picture they uploaded, and then I would upload actual real cryptocurrency content, and I would make absolutely nothing. And then people got the bright idea that you could just have a botnet, and you could pay the botnet to just upvote your content, and you could pay in Steem, so you could use your own Steem cryptocurrency to pay the bots to pay a channel. And once it arrived in their wallet, they would just, all of a sudden you would get like hundreds of upvotes on your content, but it wasn't worth it. You would always pay more than what the upvotes would actually provide. And it was just a total waste of time. Yeah, so most social media content that I've seen out there, you're talking about with your Bunyan, okay. But most social media content that I've seen, like BitTube, Libri, various other like content, like social media content, whether it's videos, blogs, pictures, is a miserable failure. People used to tell me back in the day, because there was like DTube and BitTube and stuff like that. And well, then people would but the problem is that people would just create bots to do that. And it doesn't even matter if the bots are right or not. They'd still all be getting paid and making money for just a simple little botnet. There is kind of a problem. You'd have to work out the security of that, you know, because you might think to yourself like, oh, well, you know, like YouTube is too, like you have to sign up and have an email address, but people still have like AI, people still have view bots and like bots and stuff like that. AI bots don't work, need a human. Yeah, but what if you just made a bunch of bots that just randomly made decisions up or down, upvoted or downvoted? You'd make money, and it wouldn't cost you a thing. And even if you got kicked off after a while, you could just make a new account and then start upvoting and downvoting again with your botnet. And then as soon as you get kicked off, you just make a new botnet. I mean, if you can work past that idea, go for it. I mean, every platform has a problem with that. Like, YouTubers are like botting views and botting likes, and YouTube can't stop them. They get rid of them, and then they come back, and they get rid of them, and they come back. You can't stop a botnet. You can't. And they're just going to keep upvoting and downvoting. Steemit couldn't stop it. Nobody can stop it. So if you can figure out a way to do that, you're going to be a rich man, James. But yeah, Steemit totally sucked. And back in the day when there was like BitTube, and it still exists. I think BitTube still exists. And like Libri and DTube, and all those different YouTube wannabe platforms for cryptocurrency. The problems with those is that you would upload your content and then you'd get like no views because there was just nobody on there. Everybody was just uploading their own content with no intention of watching other people's content so that they could make money. So all it was people uploading only their content with absolutely no intention of watching other content in hopes that other people watch their content, but nobody does. to make money. And then when they do make money, what do you do with the cryptocurrency that you were paid in? You just sell it, right? There's no reason to buy it. It's just basically a crypto that comes into your account and you sell it, and then it's just nothing but downward pressure on that crypto. It was a major problem because, you know, all you're doing is just uploading your content. You have no incentive to watch other people's content at all. So you're just uploading your content and hoping people watch it. There's nobody on the platform except for content creators, right? There's nobody actually watching the content. And then you get paid a little bit, like you get paid your pennies in your, there's no discovery of you on that platform. Google isn't discovering you. If you type in cryptocurrency, you're not going to see my channel on DTube or something like that. You know what I mean? You're going to see my channel on YouTube long before that. And there's no reason for you to continue scrolling through hundreds of pages of Google until you find my DTube. And then when you watch, at the end of the month, I get 21 cents in some crappy cryptocurrency that I can't even sell. But even if it was remotely successful, all I'm going to do is sell the crypto, right? Like, why hodl it? You know, everyone's just selling it. There's no reason for people to actually be buying it and trading it on an exchange. People just get the crypto for their content and then they sell it. So it's just nonstop downward pressure. Sidetrack from topic, says KWC. There was this coin called Creative Comma or something like that, had CC in the logo. They had like a trading exchange software to sell artwork. It was created for digital artwork. Anyway, I still don't understand NFT. How the F is it valuable? I don't get it. Yeah. I mean, NFTs are a good idea, but not JPEGs. Not Bad Luck Brian memes, you know. You can just right click on the internet and download it, you know. Like, you don't own anything. Like, if you bought the Bad Luck Brian JPEG meme for $36,000, like, I'll just type it in Google and right click on it and save image as. You don't own that image. Like, you just don't. So some of it is pretty pointless, but most of them don't work either. So yeah, James, I don't mean to shoot you down. Like, it's a great idea, but the problem is you and I both know that there's going to be botnets that people will exploit. And then you're sitting there doing the right thing, clicking up or down if there's nudity or if there's some kind of like bad content, right? You're doing the right thing. Up, down, up, down, you know, voting and getting rid of it, etc. Yet there's this botnet that is going at lightning speed and getting all of the cryptocurrency because they probably like will pay cryptocurrency to everybody who's like participating in this program like once a week. So you're going to get $3 and this botnet is going to get hundreds and hundreds of dollars in crypto. And then they'll go, oh, that was a botnet. Like, we'll shut it down, right? Like, we'll shut that account down. And then all you got to do is go and make a new account in a new wallet, and your botnet is going back and forth again and again and again. It's hard to stop that sort of thing. And good luck. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It happened with Steam. It happened with BitTube. It happened with DLive. It happened with DTube. It's just nothing but bots going around and just absorbing the cryptocurrency because, you know, wherever there's money to be made, people will exploit it. People will exploit it to the fullest. If there's anything to be made anywhere. I mean, there's botnets in China that give you Facebook likes, Instagram likes. You can go I can go right now to a website and buy likes for a video, and you could see my video go from 400 views to 7,000 views in a day. I can do that anytime I want for some money. You know what I mean? But it's not worth it. I'm not going to get that money back in terms of the ads that were played. And YouTube will maybe get rid of those views. They might even get my channel banned. And YouTube might get rid of those accounts. Those fake accounts that liked and watched my video. But the botnet is just, the people running the botnet are going to create 1,000 new accounts, and they're going to do it again and again and again and again, and it's never going to end. The best they can do is stay on top of it and delete them as soon as possible. But Yeah. So. But that's about it, boys. That's the problem. Let's see. Still diving down. Oof, man, we are dragging ass on that RSI. Look at this. Bottom of the barrel, dudes. We might dip under 40,000. I don't know. I think I still argue there's a strong support zone right at 40,000. I mean, you can see it bouncing right here. You can see it here. You can kind of see it here at the bottom. If you scroll back, you can see it here, even back here. Like, Bitcoin does not want to go below 40,000. Buyers are buying it right up as soon as it gets down there. And this is, you know, bottoming out hard, and it's been for the whole stream. So it's going to pop back up a little bit. It's a matter of how high it's going to go. Is it going to go back all the way up to 42,000 or 43? That's hard to say, but we don't have any good news. Like, look, there's just no good news. There's no important news coming out that's going to hype people in buying Bitcoin, because we all know, like, if there's some good news, Elon Musk begins reaccepting Bitcoin for Teslas. Boom, the price is going to shoot right back up. But we haven't had very good news in at least a couple weeks. So yep, that's about it for now. And I do apologize for a little bit earlier for being a little bit harsh, but I mean, you know, like, don't keep coming at me trying to, like, convince you about your coin and how disappointed you are. All right, like, it's just my opinion. I don't not value you as a viewer or a person because I didn't like your coin. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing. I don't like you better if I liked your coin. You're all viewers. I love you guys for coming. I love the conversation. I love your shills. It is nothing personal if I don't like your coin. Let's just get that all straight, like, right now. Like, it has nothing to do with you as a person. I'm not making fun of you because I don't like your coin. I don't disrespect you as a person for you shilling that. People shill me crazy stuff all the time, and I'm just checking it out. That was the whole point of it. You shill me something crazy, I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, this is wild, you know? If it's funny, if it's good, if it's bad, it's just my opinion. Go ahead and invest in anything you guys want. It's just, if you shill me a coin, I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna give you my opinion. That's it. It's nothing personal. Nothing. Not at all. However, if you do keep attacking me, I'm gonna tell you I'm not your daddy. I'm not your father. Okay? Like, I didn't labor over a 20-hour period in a hospital with my wife, and we didn't give birth to you, and I didn't raise you for 30 years. All right? If I did, I'd be a little bit more sensitive to you. But I mean, don't keep coming at me. I'm not your daddy. Okay? Bitcoin needs another new adoption story like I had with Latin America country. Yeah, but so, I mean, that really didn't help El Salvador. I mean, well, it might be helping El Salvador, but that El Salvador news did not help the price of Bitcoin. The day that the El Salvador came out, that they accepted Bitcoin, it dumped. Bitcoin was accepted on... But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm getting a call from my son. I'm going to pick it up. I will talk to you guys another time. I appreciate the donations, follows, all that good stuff.